Okay, here we have the all-new XDs from Springfield. It's the 45 ACP with the 3.3 inch barrel. I've been shooting it a little bit. I'm real happy with this gun so far. We'll show you a couple magazines going down the pipe here now. Alright. I have one of the 7-round magazines here for it. Gives it a lot bigger grip. One more here, Nick. Awesome. Great gun. I'm a big 1911 fan. I've loved them all along, but this actually has a smoother blowback type recoil. I don't know how to describe it, but it's actually easier to handle than my 1911s. So that's it. Alrighty, so I'm back at the my shop here. Today I put 100 rounds of the 230 grain white box Winchester ammo through. Absolutely flawless. No problems with feeding, no problems with slide lock back, no problems with light strikes. Literally the gun performed flawlessly. I put through, I don't know, 30 or 40 rounds of my carry ammo, which is the Federal HST 230 grain hollow points. Those fed well, shot well. The gun handles great. I don't know what it is about it. It's a lighter gun than my 1911, but it seems to have a less perceived recoil. I've heard other people say that. I always thought that was just a gimmick, but honestly, I feel the same thing. So I have to say it's probably accurate. I carried the gun here today in this Remora holster. I'm relatively new to them, but I like them for their convenience of getting them on and off really quick. I probably will upgrade. I use the Milt Sparks VM2 for my 1911s. I might go ahead and place an order with them if they even have a holster available yet for this gun. I'll have to call and check. So anyhow, here's the gun. This one's still loaded because I'm just back from the range. I'm going to unload it here in a minute, take it apart, look at it over real good for any signs of inappropriate wear, clean it good, get it put back together, and I'm actually feeling confident to try to carry this as a carry gun. I've got about 140 rounds through it at this point with not a single hiccup. I will this weekend probably try to put another 100 to 200 rounds through it just to make myself feel even more confident with it. But I got to tell you, this gun is it's a long time coming. It's a wonderful gun. Springfield's got a great reputation, and I think they held up really well to their reputation here. That's a look at the sights, kind of looking down at there. You can see the 2-dot rear sight. Has the fiber optic front sight there, and they did supply some other inserts there, I guess if you break or wear out or whatever, so I'll have to read more in the manual about that. So anyhow, easy gun to shoot and function with. Real happy with it. Okay, so have the gun taken apart. Again, I have this loaded with the the Federal HST 230 grain. The only thing I did with this before I shot it, I came out in my work area here. I took the gun apart. I just looked at it overall, make sure everything looked appropriate. I put it back together really wet for the initial shooting. I'd heard a few other people suggest that this might be helpful. Never really done that before, but I thought, what the heck, there's been enough people that have had some problems with this gun. I'm just going to play it safe. My lube of choice that I've always used for, gosh, at least 5 if not 8 years is the gun butter. So I just did all the rails, the springs, basically the moving parts. I lubed up really, really well. I'm going to go ahead and clean this really good now with my solvent and my gun brush scrubber. Lube it, but a lot lighter at this point, and put it back together. And I'll be carrying this as a carry gun. I'm real comfortable at this point. It handled very nicely. Got a nice dual spring setup here. Barrel comes out. It's a pretty straightforward assembly and disassembly. So you can see it's wet. As I stated, I definitely put this thing together wet just to give it a good solid breaking in. See if my camera will focus on the feed ramp there. No real adverse signs of wear. Looks good. I'm real happy with this gun. So that's all for now. I'm going to go ahead and shut off and put it back together after I clean it. I'm back here. I'm just going to give you guys a shot here now. I've kind of cleaned the gun really good. Have not re-lubed it at this point, but really I don't see any adverse signs of any wear. Frame looks good. Everything seems to be holding up quite nicely. I'm real impressed with this gun at this point. There's my barrel all cleaned out. I haven't lubed it yet. Spring assembly looks good. A little bit of wear there, but I would expect that. I just put 140 rounds through the gun. Real happy. So let me get it lubed up and put back together, and we'll wrap this up. Okay, parting shots. Again, absolutely impressed as all can be for this gun. This little XDS is a phenomenal little gun. Really, really happy with it. I don't have it reloaded yet, but I've looked it over. I don't see any inappropriate wear issues. I've got it lubed back together. I'm going to load it, and I'm going to use it as a carry piece. I know some people will criticize me, say I don't have enough rounds through it, but I agree with some other people. You get 50 to 100 rounds for a modern firearm without any hiccups, and then you're probably good to go. Had I had anything even concerning happen, I would not be jumping to using this as a carry gun. So I love these Federal HST 230 grain jacketed hollow points. They are absolutely incredible. If people have not seen expansion on these, I wish I had one to show you. They're a phenomenal round. I've been carrying these in my 1911s now for a couple of years and done some tests. I know TN Outdoors just did some ballistics testing with these, and very, very impressive rounds. So I did want to mention, I had spoke of gun butter. This is a little tube I get, and it's going to be hard to read, but it's called gun butter. I get it online. It's not expensive, but this will last a long time. They do also make a gun butter thicker like lube. I don't use this very much, but I have played around with it a little bit. So anyhow, that's it for now. I just wanted to point out one last thing is that I think Springfield went way beyond expectations on this piece, and you can bet there's going to be a lot of people trying to get in this market. They did it with the 1911s. They started producing excellent guns. Now you're going to see these smaller ones like this starting to come up, and I think it's just great for the industry. So have a good day, guys.